My name is Lauralee Godfrey, and I'm a student at Wellesley College.
Great. And how did you first get involved with the Coolidge Foundation?
I became involved with the Coolidge Foundation through their annual speech and debate tournament. I was lucky enough to come my first year, and then when I graduated high school, I had the privilege of coming back to judge the next year. And both of those experiences were enlightening in their own right and led me to become a member of their 1890 Society.
Great. Can you talk a little bit about the 1890 Society and some of the experiences that you've had there?
Sure. The 1890 Society is an organization of some of the most high-achieving and committed speakers and debaters in our nation, especially those who are committed to maintaining and preserving the Coolidge legacy. Some of the incredible opportunities that they've offered include traveling across the nation to judge more debate tournaments and engage with some of the most articulate and expressive students that our country has to offer. And then there are also opportunities to come and visit DC and preview and engage with phenomenal policymakers who are dictating the world as we know it today. So the Coolidge Foundation and the 1890 Society has really put me at the forefront of where the future is going and how I'd like to make my voice heard.
Can you talk a little bit about the 1890 Society community? Do you stay in touch with your fellow students?
I absolutely do. I actually have this running joke with a few of my friends because I met someone 2 years ago at this debate tournament, and we're still in touch today. We actually just called the other night. And he actually lives in Illinois, and I'm from New Hampshire, so different ends of the country almost. And it is that capacity for communication and openness, which you can find in the Coolidge community. And I've had the privilege to meet incredibly motivated and powerful individuals who I know are going to change the world someday.
Okay. How has your involvement in the 1890 Society program impacted you?
I feel like I've been able to recognize the sort of person that I want to become in the future as well. Hearing so much about Calvin Coolidge and all he accomplished has made me recognize that the sort of life I want to lead and the sort of legacy that I want to leave behind is similar in the sort of impact that I want to make, in that I just want to help others and provide that sense of public duty and service that I want to contribute in my community.
Right. What do you admire most about Calvin Coolidge?
I admire most his humility, and I think that might come from growing up in a small New England town and working with his friends and neighbors, first as mayor, and then as governor, and then as president. But even after becoming president, which is a very self-aggrandizing role, he still never lost sight of the fact that public service is about service and community and giving back to others. And I hope I can carry that perception into my own life as well.
Good. And now that it's the centennial year of Coolidge's presidency, how do you think his legacy is important, and in what specific ways?
Touching on what I answered earlier, his legacy is important because he never lost sight of his principles. The legislation that he sponsored, the bills that he signed or vetoed, the executive orders that he passed, those all might have changed in terms of a policy perspective, but he never lost sight of the principles of hard work or of community and of public duty and public service. And especially in today's fraught political partisanship, that legacy is so important to find common ground even across the aisle, that we're all here to make a difference for the better for our nation.